We thought we would do, well, I've dragged you in a little bit, haven't I?
Yeah.
We thought we'd do a review of our second Hyrox event. So we did our first one in January at the Manchester Central Convention.
Ready?
Yeah.
How was it then, guys?
Easy, piece. We managed to get our time by 15 seconds, didn't we?
We were doing 8
1 hour 19:46. Yeah, and the first round is the longest, so you've got to watch out that guy.
Best bit? Yeah. Easiest bit?
Farmer's carry.
Lob's carrot.
Worst bit?
Goodies.
Well, I might
went
say the
deaf.
wall balls at the
I
end,
went
everything
deaf.
went.
You can't hear anything around you, can you?
No!
It's such a good experience, so good to do.
That was this year, January this year. Then we had another 12 weeks before we did the April one, and you booked it behind my back.
Yeah, it was something you wouldn't say yeah to doing it because we'd never done it before.
Yeah.
Whereas I went with the theory that we'll really like it.
Yeah, so when we did the first one, I actually said I'll never do that again, and then he's got the April already booked in. But to be fair, we are getting better, aren't we? So we've done a lot of training. So
Yeah,
what
our
training?
time's way quicker, isn't it?
Yeah, so basically we started off with no cardio base back in 2022. I think the summer of 2022 we started doing some running. I started off on 1 kilometre runs and built it for 2 kilometre and onwards. And then you joined in as well, didn't you, at the end of summer, September time?
Yeah.
Then we started doing some Hyrox plans. Then we did the PFT challenge. Right, what time is it? It's like 8:45, so it's probably about an hour. They're just setting up, seem really nice guys. It's actually, they've been like done a bit of a tour around Manchester area, I think. So yeah, it's interesting. So far I'm scared. But I know I can get about 26, 27 minutes. I can do this. End of October, which was absolutely horrendous. Then you started a Hyrox workouts channel on Instagram, which has blown up quite quickly, and it got 10,000 followers really quick, didn't it? In like a couple of months. It was ridiculous, and we hadn't even done a Hyrox thing. So when we started doing the Hyrox plans, this is literally not even been a year. So we've had a massive challenge, and to be fair, as much as I moan and whinge every bloody morning that we go to the gym, I do enjoy it. I do enjoy how much fitter we're getting and stronger. And to be fair, I work at desk all day, so for me to fit it in around my normal life, because all you see on the community channels are personal trainers doing it and fitness.
Yeah, but even then, they still have to fit it into what they're doing. It doesn't necessarily make it easy.
No, I know.
Not for the busy PTs.
Yeah, I think busy PTs probably find it harder, to be fair, because you've got a couple at your gym. So we did our first one, and at first we thought we were going to do it in an hour and a half, but we actually did it in an hour and 20.
Well, we aimed for an hour and a half because
that's
that's the average time for someone to do it. I think it's actually quicker for the mixed doubles in an hour and a half, but it's about an hour and a half on average. And seeing we hadn't done any cardio stuff, it was a decent starting point for us to aim for.
Yeah, so that was our first aim.
And what are we doing?
An hour and 9. Then we was like, we've got to get sub 1 hour 20, and I thought, I don't know what we care what we do. We're getting sub 1 hour 20, and we did it in 1 hour 19 and 46 seconds.
Well, we did it in that, but we knew we could pretty much get close to doing that. So we had a plan, and we stuck to the plan, didn't we? We didn't go out on the day thinking, oh, we've trained to do it. We trained to do it in an hour and 20.
Yeah. We stuck to the plan. We don't speak. We just get on with heads down, and then we just move 50-50 near enough, wasn't it? Until we got to the wall balls, and then
I died.
Steve was so.
I couldn't hit the target.
He felt sick and he couldn't hit the target.
They kept saying no ball, no ball, and I was like, oh,
no rep.
Whatever. I couldn't even know what they're saying. I just knew they weren't counting.
Yeah, he wasn't a very happy judge on this occasion. Obviously, they've all got to work the same way, so it's fine.
They're sticking to the rule. They weren't hitting the target.
No, but how stressed you were. Yeah, so you've got to adapt quickly. When we were in our training, we never got a no rep. So when you hear that and you're fatigued, you just want to kill them, don't you?
Well, it didn't help when you go, oh, you just do the last 25.
No, I didn't.
I was thinking, I can't do 25.
No, he had 20. I think he had 20 left to do. And I thought, oh, you'll smash them out. I thought I was done, and then I had to be pulled back in, didn't I? So
at this point, I'm as pale gets. I look like a ghost. I look like I've died 3 times over. And you go, yeah, you just do the last 20.
Well, you're exaggerating here. I carried us through that.
I've seen the photos.
I carried us through that bloody
I know
event.
you did.
So anyway, roll forward 3 months and we're preparing for April. So what we did was a 5k challenge. So we started doing a 5k park runs. Right, we've just finished the park run. Dan, did you come first or second? Second. What by what? 20 seconds or something. 10 seconds. So me and Steve, obviously it's our first go. So we did it in 26:49, which was expected 27.5. So that's all right. Woo! Which was hell, just to beat our 5k time. So then we started doing the 5k run developer that you pulled together in January, February time.
Well, it's run speed developer, so it develops your 1k, 2ks, and 5k.
That was my most uncomfortable training I've ever done. I prefer zone 2 training, which we're doing now. It's another story, but fast training, speed work, feeling sick, that I had to get used to it, and we did that, and you finished it off properly and did it on a treadmill, and you beat your time by 2.5 minutes.
Can't remember.
Did you get like 21 minutes, 59
21
seconds
minutes,
on the
59.
treadmill?
Yeah.
But the park run, because it's slightly hilly, it's not massively hilly, but there's some steps you have to go up and this, that, the other, and windy. We got under 25 minutes, so we got 24 minutes, 21 according to your phone, and the actual results was 24, 20, 40, something like that.
We could have gone faster.
What I'm saying, we did it 2 minutes quicker from when we first did the park run to where we were the other week. So a week after our Hyrox in April at London, we did the 5k park run to try and beat our time, and we were still a bit fatigued, I think. So we've just got a Newark 5k park run personal best. Nearly killed us. So we did it. We wanted to get sub 25 and keep consistent. So we got 24 minutes, 21 seconds.
Yeah.
So, but unofficial, because I think Steve's watch went off a little bit before the 5k of the park run. Just a little bit longer. Woo! So we will do another 5k, and we've got plans to do a half marathon to build. I'm just dragging Steve in that. And we're going to do that for charity. So we're building our running base, and what our plan is now is to do zone 2 training. But the Hyrox Olympia was very much like Manchester. The runs were near enough the same,
The
three and a bit.
The London Olympia.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the London Olympia. But the only thing that got me was how hot it was outside, because it was the warmest weekend we've had so far, would be. And they did it in a bit like, it wasn't a greenhouse, everyone exaggerated. It was some windows, but I felt hot. We had a hotel room the night before, which was a 5-minute walk, which was boiling, was on the top floor, literally in a hot airing cupboard. Arrived. So beautiful. Aircon didn't work, so that was ruining me. So all night I was sweating hot before I even got to the venue. And I know I wanted to keep my heart rate down and cool, but I didn't. Got there, and then we don't really hang around the venue for very long, do we? Because I just want to get in. I just want to get in and get started, because my adrenaline's pumping all night, the day before, the morning of. I don't know if it was something I ate, so I ate my normal porridge oats, peanut butter, crumpet, and a banana. I think I might have eaten a bit too much for what I'm used to, because our session was at 12:30 on the Sunday.
So that was breakfast and lunch, wasn't it?
Breakfast and lunch kind of, and a coffee as well. So got there, and I felt a bit queasy before I'd even started. I remember feeling like a tummy ache, and then during it, I think after the sled pull, I was feeling really queasy. I didn't say anything to you until we got to the burpees, and I had like 6 to do, and I said I can't do my 6 towards the end, and you were like hesitant, wasn't you?
Well, you did 5, and I thought, she's cheating here.
Because we had our thing where I do 6, 6, 6, 6, and then all of a sudden I did 5. No, I did 4. 5.
You did 5, then you did 4.
Because I was going to be
thrown
thrown
on. Stopped.
Yeah, and I said I can't do it, and that isn't like me, by the way.
No, not at all.
But I still carried on. I just couldn't drop to the floor while I was. Imagine I was sick all over the burpee path.
It must have happened before.
Yeah, so then you got involved. What was you feeling like?
Well, I'd done my 6. I was like, happy days. I've done mine. And waiting for you to go. And then you were like, oh, you're going to have to do it. And then I was like, what? I'm trained to do more than 6, then 6, then 6, then 6.
I think it ruined you a bit. You did. You dropped down and did 6.
And got them done.
You did. And also you had a lot of... So you take energy gels, and I had 1 Skittle because my stomach couldn't take it. And I need to get used to energy gels. But you had an energy gel before you started and 2 during it.
Yeah.
I thought so much shine. So you were buzzing compared to compared to the first one. He was running around like it was easy.
Yeah, I found.
Whereas the first one I felt all right.
But I found that one so much easier than the first one.
And I was in hell. So I ran straight away, got the sickness, moved along, got to the farmer's carry, and then I felt a bit queasy there.
Well, we messed them up, but that was...
Oh yeah, so basically we watch a run through of what the event is, and I'm sure that they said 6, which they did, and it wasn't finished, it wasn't properly set up. 6 rounds for the farmer's carry. So I did my 3, and then you picked it up and carried on.
I picked him up to do my 3, got to the end of my 3, and I was like, we haven't finished.
And then he had to do another 3 on his own. No, not 3.
2 more.
2 more. So, yeah, you did. So you did 2 more. But I was running behind you because she was going that fast. So we only did it 1 second slower than the last time. I'm really decent at farmer's carry. So I was gutted, to be fair, because it didn't make any difference. I was still running. That I didn't finish my bit. That ruined me a little bit.
Yeah, I know you didn't put them down because you were struggling.
I wasn't struggling, and I started feeling sick on the next run again. I don't know if it's because I was getting annoyed. Oh, and our sled pull rope got stuck, didn't it? And that ruined me. Little things can make you feel like you've ruined the whole event and you can't let it.
That being stuck was then me jogging 10 metres to unhook it, so it probably took
5 seconds.
Yeah.
But it's still time.
It weren't a big deal, but
it's
still when something's changed from your plan.
We wanted to beat our time by 2 minutes, so that's why when it's changed from your plan, I was desperate for it to be fixed.
Yeah.
But you did it. So then we went on to lunges. That was all right. We stuck to the things with that. Although you did an extra few steps. So our
so
methods,
I can't count to 20.
Yeah, you said you'd stop counting, and I was like, why? But when you're tired, I was in charge of counting the laps. But you will use your watch this time because I did.
Yeah, I used it well this time.
When I was having my sickness moment, I said, what lap we're on? Because I just forgot.
On the first one, I couldn't use the watch because I couldn't work out how to press a button or do anything because I was that exhausted.
Whereas this
one
time
was
you was
easy.
on
It was like, yeah, we've done our laps, go.
Yeah. So got to the wall balls and we smashed them out, to be fair. And then I nearly threw up again when I finished at the finish line. But the feeling after, well, about half an hour after, because I was rough for ages. And then we jumped on a podcast, didn't we?
Yeah.
So we jumped on a podcast with the Rock Zone podcast straight after, and I said I don't even know what I said because I was probably a bit over hyper, but I did feel sick. And then we saw some lovely people, met Jade Skillen, which was amazing, and people recognised Steve from the Hyrox workouts, which was good. A few people came up to you like you were famous.
Ah, that's nice. People just saying thanks for.
Got your signature. Did you sign something?
Just some.
Sign someone's chest. Yeah. No, he didn't really. God, if you believe that, you believe anything. So we did it, and I do say every time, I'm never doing that again. And then I'm like, right, this is how we can save better.
You said you weren't doing this ever again for about 4 or 5 days afterwards. Whereas when I did the first time and died, I was like, for 20 minutes, I'm never doing it again.
I'm still not 100% sure, but no, I'm doing it. We're doing October in Birmingham.
So what time did we get at London Olympia?
So the time we saved was 3 minutes and 31 seconds. So we did it in 1 hour, 16:23. Our next goal is to get sub 1 hour 10. Yeah, and we've got 5 months. So, okay, so let's work it out. If we can save 3.5 minutes in 3 months, we might shave off 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes.
Ours will come down to our running. Being able to run at 5-minute kilometres.
We need to do 5-minute kilometres and love it and not be sick.
Yeah.
So London Olympia is an event, fine. They did have aircon, but it was right in the corners, so you didn't feel it in the middle where you are at the sleds. I think that's what got me, how hot it was at the sleds. And I'm intrigued to see the Birmingham event because apparently I think it's a two lap. I think 3 lap mentally is hard. Throughout this video, I'll probably share different bits of someone filming us, didn't we? Yeah. But we're going to the World Championships to support people.
Yeah, that would be good. Just to go away and not actually be involved in actually racing.
Yeah, just to support. We're going to stay at Manchester, and we'll have a bit of shopping because we're going on holiday the week after. And you met Mark Lewis, didn't you?
Didn't put you in my YouTube. Say hello.
He had a little photo, so I'll stick that in. Look. He was a bit quiet because I think he was just finishing watching his partner do her race, and it is overwhelming. I can imagine it's overwhelming at these events for anybody going and people thinking they know you and whatnot. That's it really, isn't it?
Yeah. Overall, the Olympia was definitely good and definitely recommend people to do a Hyrox there.
And if you
good venue,
and if you feel like you never want to do them again, after like me, we all know that we are going to do it again, and somehow we are obsessed with it. So yeah, that's it. Anything else to add?
Happy days. No, it was
Follow
good.
Hyrox workouts if you want to see our updates in real time.